Oh my goodness. I'm here. I'm a minute late. Hello. How is everybody? Oh my goodness. My chair's so low down because I realised how to fix my back issues. I just need to lower my chair so I don't need to bend over the desk. If it's lowered, it's like, oh my goodness. But also it feels like I'm sat in a kiddie chair. Oh, but hello, Talan. Hello, Erland. Hello, Dr. Smilex. Hello, Tony. Hello, Sparky.
Mother, why are you a prime chaos god?
What's this about chaos god? Are you a... No, I'm not a prime chaos god. Oh, I need to just like look. Wait, chaos sponge. You're not chaos sponge. You're cupcake citizens of Cuptopia. You're not unwanted Judsons. No. We were born in the fires of the oven. We were crafted by the hands of... No, you weren't. You weren't. The chaos gods had nothing to do with you. Oh, no. No.
Minor chaos god?
I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Also, I'm slightly late because I was researching Cuptle because Stream Elements is still not working. So Cuptle's voice is currently coming from Amazon Polly, which I've got like a free setup done at the moment. And I was just researching, like, will it start costing me money? And oh my gosh, trying to use Amazon Web Services is such a hassle. Oh gosh. I'm trying to get gloves out, by the way. I apologise. I don't hate you guys. But yeah, so apparently it's like free for 6 months. And I get up to like 5 million characters a month or something like that. And it's like, oh, and then it becomes a paid service. And then it's like $4 a month for 1 million characters. So I'm like, I
am part of a conglomerate. Yippee.
Yippee. So we just have to wait until Stream Elements comes about. But the other thing is this, is like, the other options is Animalese still, Sam Software, the Microsoft stuff, Windows, TTS Monster. I didn't like any of the voices there. And again, you have to make like an account and stuff. And then you've got a bunch of, you know, different AI companies and stuff. I'm like, oh. So we might just have to figure out a different way to get Cuptle to work. I'm unsure. Maybe I can make my own TTS extension. I don't know how I'd link it to VTS Pog, though. I mean, I could hire someone to make a TTS app and then ask the people who make VTS Pog to...
Mother, are you ready for the new Tides of Torment DLC to drop?
Yeah, I'm so excited, yeah. Oh. She hates us because we're chaos spawns. You're not chaos spawns. Look at you down there, you cute little cupcakes, not spawns of chaos. Oh my gosh, look at Sparky with the 2 snakes and some horns. Oh, just pirate it. It is always morally correct to pirate from... So the thing is VTS Pog, it links directly to the TTS services. So it has to like link to the APIs and websites. As a result, it's like for Stream Elements, I can literally just select Stream Elements and it's all free. For the other ones, I have to like log in with all sorts of accounts and credentials and special keys, and it's like, oh, Animalese is also free. But I mean, I could actually just hire someone to make a TTS app and then ask the VTS Pog people for a way to just link it to the VTS Pog. I mean, I don't know if anyone... I mean, if anyone out there is able to make your own app, that could sound good. Who are we playing as first? I still have no idea. Probably Carl Franz. I think Carl Franz would be great. Oh, gosh. Snip, 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 snip. Oh gosh, my gloves feel a bit weird, don't they? They look a bit weird on screen. Like they're glowing or something. It's like, whoa, what? They're fussy. They're all fussy. The rest of the image isn't fussy. Just give me a moment. It was fine earlier. Maybe it's because I got black gloves on now. Configure video. Yeet. Hand jump scare folk. You just silly billies. Yeah, you're just silly billies. Also, yeah, thank you to head pats. I forgot to save that one. Okay, maybe gamma up a little. No, it's still very fussy. Maybe drop the saturation. No. Like, is it just on my screen or is it fussy on your screens? It's hard to tell what's going on with the gloves. Maybe the gamma is too high. Maybe that's it. No, it's not the gamma being too high. Maybe it's just the camera. Oh gosh, 31, if that's a bit... Oh my gosh, now my screen just turned off. Looks fine. Okay, maybe it's just on my screen, but it's bad then. Because I mean, I am looking at it on a much smaller resolution than what you do. Because it's just like a screen within a screen. It's a window within a window. We need a red cupcake. We do have strawberry and cream. They're kind of red. Oh. I don't know who will play us first. I'm kind of thinking about playing as for Mask. The Mask looks fun. They all look really fun. I think what we're going to do is the first stream we do on them, we'll just be looking at every single faction, the different units they have, and the first few turns of them. And like the other big changes they did. But by the way, look at what I've got. I got little... It's enough of a big old battle wagon. Yeah, I got little things of a big old battle wagon. So it's like some goblins. So I've got drum set. The hole's meant to be in it. Pretty sure. Oh, yeah. And there's a drummer. Oh, Yeet.
Mother, look, I'm a corn cake.
You're a corn cake. You're a corn cake. Where's Erland? Oh, you got little horns and little stabby stabs. Will Conjurer be able to stream 8 hours of main menu Total War Warhammer 3? More like, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I like having a look at everybody because one of the things about how we did it last time with Omens of Destruction is we never really got a chance to look at anybody else. And I've still not really looked at any of the other guys properly. So I know that some people might not like looking at just all the different factions and not playing a full campaign and just playing with one, but I think it will be fun to just look at them all. And I mean, I bought the DLCs. If I buy the DLCs, I might as well have at least a few minutes of each of them. But yeah, look at the big old squig. He's on a speaker system and he's got a microphone and he's adorable. Oh. That's the pink. Oh, so hi, Aunt Rusty Anthony. How you doing? Your child is a Xenos. Heresy. Face for wall. What do you mean? No, it's just a robot. It's definitely just an Imperial robot. And then I've got this guy, who's a bass guitarist. You can tell he's a bass guitarist because he's so unimportant they covered his face. Isn't that the joke about bass guitarists that they just blend into the background? Oh my gosh. Blooming. Focus. Okay, there we go. It focused. Yeah, here he is. And I created... He's like in this onesie with loads of holes in it. I didn't really like it. And look at his butt. And I needed some green stuff because one of the models was broken. So I tried making like this strap and belt and adding a bit of details, but it's difficult. Oh, welcome to Cupcake Apprentice, Alan.
Cupcake.
Made. Yeek! I hope you use your magics responsibly. But it's because this guy's finger came off, so I had to rebuild it. We had to rebuild it, make it better. Sorry, I need to move my microphone, it's getting in the way. Make it better. Make it okay if I do this. Focus in on him. Focus. There we go. See. And it's very difficult getting that small amount of green stuff. So that's the issue. I tried adding details to the finger like you can see. I tried getting all the different nubs and joints on it. Didn't do an amazing job. But well, it's very difficult to tell, isn't it? Turn the light off, that might help. Nope, never mind, it just makes it super dark. Actually, you can see a bit more detail on it. Yeah. So I tried my best to make it look like a proper finger. But yeah. At first I didn't even notice it was damaged. Yeah, so these guys, I'm going to paint them separately and then put them on the battle wagon. Yeah. Snakes, overpowered swords. Oh gosh. You had one sword, Erland. He had 2 snakes. Now I think Erland has 2 swords. Yeah. Hi, Clemoniac. How you doing? I will never financially recover from this. Talon's back to being poor. No, Talon, don't spend all your monies on this. Oh, but what did we come here today for? For the cutie boys. Look at them. Look at how cute they are. Why are the Necrons meant to be like these super evil, monstrous robot things? And they make the cutest little robot friends to guard the tombs? Maybe they just made them overly cute to like disarm the enemy. It's like, you wouldn't want, like, imagine, oh, that's what the pharaohs did. That's why they loved the cats and stuff, because it'd be like, oh, no one would attack a tomb if it's guarded by cats.
Necrons are life.
Necrons are love, Necrons are life. Yeah, it's like, no one wants to attack a tomb guarded by cats because they're like, oh, they're adorable, we're not going to hurt them. And then the cats attack, it's like, ah! And this is exactly what they're doing. They're making cute little spidery spiders. Oh. Yeah, you got the reanimator, the accelerator, for warriors. I'm not building this for kill team. I'm building this for 40k. Do that. Do this. Do that. And what do we get? We get an invitation to the weird, fighting game. No, it's a kill team thing. It's got a little sticker seal. Do you think they still have stickers in 40k universe? I hope they do. Stickers are great. Otherwise, that's a universe without stickers is too grimdark. Yeah. Nom nom. 40k Necrons. 40k and Kill Team are both the same thing. No, they're not. Kill Team is a very different board game. I mean, it's still the same universe, but I'm using this for like the 40k rule system, not the Kill Team rule system. Just Kill Team is meant for faster gameplay. Yeah. The strongest 40k player excited to play it for the first time. Oh. But look at these things. Oh, the tokens, 32 millimeters. Actually, these are really useful for like if you don't know base sizes. And you don't have one of these cool little boards that has to, each of these boxes is 1 centimeter. Each of the big boxes is 5 centimeters. 4 big boxes is 10 by 10 centimeters. Oh. You have other Necrons? Or are they the first? Oh, I have other Necrons.
Do you have other Necrons, or are they the first?
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you, Cuptle. Yeah, I do have other Necrons. I assume Conjuror's Wall are well painted with that design. Wait, which design? Which design? This design. That green smudge looking thing? Oh, this thing. No, no, my walls are pink. They're like a chalky pink. Your mat. No, no. A chalky pink. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's what I meant to do. I meant to go up into the attic and get the Necrons out. Nah, it's fine. I wanted to get like the big old plastic container where I keep my Necrons and Eldar and Arcs. Oh gosh. But. We got basis. We got the useless manual. That's how they're meant to look. Whatever. And then we've got 3 good old sprues. Well, 2.5 sprues. So, as we can see here, it looks like the tomb crawlers and the macrosites are both on the same sprue. And it looks like the geomancer's on its own sprue. So it looks like the geomancer will eventually be sold by itself. Although these two things will have to be sold together. So, yeah. Oh, look at her little face. Look at that little face. It's cute. It's cute. Also, I'm just gonna like put this envelope to one side because I will not use any of this kill team stuff. And it just takes up a lot of room. So go onto the cardboard pile to be recycled. Yeah. So tomb crawler bits are mostly here, but you can also see some of the reanimator bits, it looks like. Of macrosites. Macrosites, that's what they're called. Yeah. And the tomb crawlers have relatively big bases. Like, look at the size of those bases. They're huge. They're bigger than Terminator base. Oh, wait. Is it a 40mm base? No, it's a 50mm base. That's bigger than Terminator bases. That's like a Terminator captain. Still, very good. Very useful dudes. Man, that's just the ugliest thing I have ever seen. Where do I join that? No! You can't call them ugly. They're adorable little fellows. Adorable little Robobos. Robobos. Robo-boys. I think we should get the Geomancer made first, though. Just look at him. Look at him. Oh, also, guys, for tomorrow, I've got like so much painting done. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, that's the other thing. I got some blue stuff. I got some cool blue stuff. Yeah, it's like these tubes of, and you heat them up with some water and like in the microwave, and it'll become all soft, and then you can use it to make molds. So you stick like your plastic thing into it, and then once it like cools down, it'll be stuck like that position, and then you can put some green stuff in it and let the green stuff set, and it'll be like, oh, you can make your own little bits, and it'll be amazing. And also painting stuff. My slipper just came off. I got all of these dudes. Oh, drop. I got all of the Tyranids based. All of the Tyranids have been based with purple now. It's a bit messy in places, but it's fine. We can go over with some of Shabbaty Bone. And I got all but this guy. Also, I did like this extra. Do you know where it's got the lighter pinky colours on it? I also did that. It's basically just like, not dry brushing, it's more like wet brushing. Just very quickly streaking paint over it. To give it a bit of a, you know, textured effect. Make it look a bit more organic. Yeah. But I got it done. As I've been working off
All your
stream.
Necrons now belong to us. Make your time.
No, don't steal my necky ones. Cupcake about to recast minis. No, I'm not going to recast minis. The main thing I'm actually going to recast is for things on the Black Templar upgrade spoof that you put on vehicles, because I want a lot of them for all my vehicles, but buying an upgrade spoof for every single vehicle, or even 2 or 3 of them for one vehicle, is just not worth it. So I'm just going to, you know, make green stuff versions of them. For myself. And hi, Saw, how you doing? YouTube recommended you, and if my Skelly boys are involved, I'm always happy to watch. Why did I cut that piece out? I didn't want to cut that piece out. I wanted to go on for Geomancer first. No, we need to make the Geomancer because, you know, our little boys, if they wake up, they'll be like, oh no, where's the boss? We need a boss. Yeah, Skelly boys are fun. Necrons are fun. I got the Indomitus kit and I really enjoyed making it. You know, the Indomitus box set. There we go. And I really enjoyed all the Necrons in it. I was like, oh, they're cool. Honestly, I have no idea how this guy goes to piece. I'm just cutting bits off. I'm not even looking at what number they are. Okay, piece 6 is... Oh, that's a face. The Necrons are already coming. Yee. It's soon this chat will be full of Necrons players and we'll have to learn every edition of their reanimate ability. Look, the best one was the 4th edition reanimate ability. Every single turn, just roll a dice for every single model that's currently dead in the unit. On a 4+ it gets back up. And that means so you kill 1 Necron Warrior for first turn. Second turn, it doesn't get back up. Third turn, though, it might get up again. I think it was something like... I never played Necrons back then. That being said, I wasn't in 4th edition, I just made it up. It was 5th edition. Oh, that being said, the Necrons used their 3rd edition codex all the way into like halfway through 5th edition or something stupid like that. Same with Imperial Guardsmen. And a variety of other codexes. Wowzers. Body parts. Piece 11. Piece number 4 is like the chest piece here. Whoa. This is actually a complex model.
Be sure to lick the stream. Every lick is one more Tomb World awakening, and kicking the Imperium out of existence.
No, don't kick the Imperium out of existence. You need the bodies to, you know, bring back your organic flames. Yeah. Ooh, my back. There we go. There we go. The thing I don't like about Necrons, though, is when you're cutting them out, there's so many spindly pieces on Necrons. And it's just so easy to accidentally break them or cut into them. Tyranids have a little bit of the same issue, but not quite as bad. Mechanicus have a similar issue. Okay, that's his head thing. So this chest piece goes like here. Might actually need the instructions of this dude. Oh my goodness. I do like how the wires and stuff come out like guts and organs on the models. Hello, Vibo Senpai. My mother asked me what the heck Necrons are, and I had to explain it in the simplest of terms. They're basically an army without the skin, but they are much older than humanity. Yeah, the best way to describe them is just ancient robots that love to kill people. So these 2 bits clip together like that, but I'm pretty sure there's meant to be another part to the neck there. This bit goes underneath. Make your mother read twice Dead King series. I had to compare them to Terminators for it to make any sense. Yeah, Terminators is a good way. In fact, that's what they were inspired by. And Skynet. And Matrix. Basically of those films all together. Okay, there's a little bit of sprue on this end that's gonna get in the way. There we go. So this goes... Wait, it did before. I'm not making it up. It goes like... It attaches somehow, I think, to here. Okay, that's one. Maybe that one attaches further up. No. Where's three? There's three. Okay, that's the headpiece. Oh my gosh, no. This is not nice to clip off. So the sprue goes into that weird bend there and onto that piece, which makes it very hard for the clippers to reach while it's on the sprue. Very hard to get clippers into there, so you definitely want a knife when doing this to get these bits of sprue neatly off. You want to just be very careful. Yeah, Necrons are just racist Egyptian mummies in space and the robots. Cybermen also, I think, have quite a big inspiration to the Necrons. It's combined Cybermen from Doctor Who, in which they're kind of an artificial army that, you know, they upgraded their entire race into robots. But they look like Terminator and hate humanity in the same way as Terminator. There you go. Oh, that was not fun to get off. 40k is British. Everything is a Doctor Who reference. I mean, true enough. Okay, so this...
Who wins, Necrons or Daleks?
Necrons or Daleks? Probably Daleks would win. If, like, in terms of, like, if you're questioning which ones has the greatest power feats, like if you're power scaling them. Like, the Daleks have almost wiped out the entire universe, let alone a single galaxy. They fought a race that was basically of time gods and somehow was winning. Be careful with sharp pointer things, yes. There we go. So, that piece goes there, definitely. This piece then goes... Oh gosh, this is such a spindly model to put together. No, that doesn't go there. This piece then goes on. Yeah, definitely that's how it goes on. Oh gosh. I definitely don't think I'm doing any conversions with this. I want to get, like, eventually a larger Necron army. After I've got all my Necrons painted. Which shouldn't be too bad to do. I want to get the Tyranids done first, though. Because I'm having a lot of fun painting the Tyranids. Oh, I got a new Luxian contrast paint to just make the basing process go a bit quicker for the purple. There we go. So these two pieces go like that. This then goes in like that. Okay, those two bits fit together very snugly. Conjuror is immune to that. Dalek's losing for weekly against some guy that doesn't have a doctorate. Necrons win. Yeah, okay, anyone goes up against Doctor Who and they pretty much lose. Doctor Who has more feats than most superheroes. Doctor Who power scaling is... insane. Saying that they could almost beat Doctor Who is like saying, well, this group almost beat God, so... There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm immune to the... Her bones are too soft with that. Wait, what's this? Well, Starship Troopers is really nice. Trying to get myself stuck. Stuff a backlog of things to paint over winter before it gets too cold to do any sprays. You know, if it's too cold, it just adds a cool little texture. Actually, no, if it's too cold to do for spraying, that's when you start undercoating things like Death Guard, because it gives you a really cool texture that I really like.
You might be in top chat. Some of the comments don't load there.
Live chat live. No, I think it's in live chat. Doctor Who in the 40k universe is just him stepping out the machine, taking a thing from a nearby table and dips out. Episode ends in 40 seconds. The Necrons are too fiddly. Yeah. Okay, let's scroll up maybe. Necrons are just racist. Egypt mummies. Oh, she asked what Tyranids are and he told her to watch Starship Troopers. Yeah, that's basically a good idea. For that. Doctor Who in the 40k universe is a rogue trader. I mean, pretty much. Doctor Who is... Oh no. The thing is when it comes to a 40k universe, it's that if you compare it to a lot of sci-fis, 40k is actually kind of underpowered. And that's fun for 40k, so you can have like, you know, tabletop battles. It's designed for a very specific scale. The main thing that you get from 40k, and this doesn't apply to everything, is the sheer scale of things like the Imperium. It's like, who would win? The Imperium of this people? It's like, well, this other thing just has way more feats and way more tech and everything else. But the Imperium just has so much manpower and everything else that it can probably win. But it doesn't always work as soon as you start going to fiction that goes across the universe and not just a single time period. This is annoying for that little piece there. Okay, we're gonna have to cut this off like that. And hopefully that works. I just googled. You're gonna go now. Bye, Dr. Smilex. Thanks for popping in. Hello, Tail. Big love hearts to you all. I just googled to see what Google AI say about Doctor Who in the 40k universe. Came back saying he'd be an agent of change. His cinch trickery. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't trust Google AI though. It probably just took the top Reddit post answer. But yeah. Oh gosh. So how does these two things attach then? Like that? No, like this? Yeah? Maybe? Oh, yeah, that goes together like that. Definitely. And these two pieces. Do not seem to go together. Yeah, they do not go together, but these two definitely do. Oh, honestly, looking at this model, I think it's definitely one that you'd want to paint sub-assembly. Oh gosh, that's difficult. Doctor Who is for changing. I mean, honestly. He could be. Okay, let's look. What else is there? Okay, we've got this piece here. This looks like it attaches to there. Hello, TA! Honestly, I like the idea of just thinking, what if Doctor Who were popped into the 40k universe and then just immediately used his, you know, his sonic screwdriver on a Titan? Would that work? Could he just see a Titan and go, nah, not bothering with this today? Oh, this piece. Oh, there you go. I also have to go. My mates want to play Tarkov. Have a good stream. Have a good stream, Ribo Senpai. Big hearts to you all. I think he'd have to get inside first. Maybe. Maybe. That is an interesting point. And we have seen him use his sonic screwdriver outside stuff, but I guess something so big, he'd have to be pretty close to it. I think he could maybe get like through its void shields and open up the doors to get inside. I think between his sonic screwdriver though, and his psychic paper, he'd have a good chance of basically doing whatever he wanted in 40k. He could just convince everyone he was an Inquisitor. He's probably got too strong of a mind to be infected by the Chaos Gods. I mean, he literally went up to the devil in one episode, and the devil was like, "Oh my gosh, you're too cool. I'm just gonna go away." Also, the Doctor has a fess, and I think that just immediately makes him win. And a bow tie. Like, how are you going to beat a man who has such impeccable fashion sense? The answer is, you're not. There we go. Oh, it fits like that. Genius. No, there's a little bit of sprue there that needs to be cut off. Oh my gosh, this is so fiddly. Really nice looking model, but this is... I'm afraid that if I just press a little too hard, I'm going to snap everything off as well. There we go. The Doctor would use this screwdriver to dismantle a Titan. Probably. There we go. Now would this fit here? No, it wouldn't. Would this fit here? Maybe. Maybe. It does! Yeah, okay, we got his lower legs done. Or part of his big old tubby chain. There we go. So that goes there. This then needs to connect to another piece that then connects to there. Okay, that's great. Is this going to be held? Where do I put the spool? The spool's here. Okay, imagine maybe this piece is what it attaches to. Where's another? Doesn't look like there's another. An episode of Doctor Who where he ends up on a ship that's going to do a warp jump and I have a little bit of a teeny Whittle Gellerfield malfunction would be a great episode. I think they have done a few Doctor Who episodes that kind of cross into the boundary of 40k. Before, like... where you see some crazy stuff. Okay, so this piece... I can't remember which ones. I remember you had that ship. Which do you know is the whale ship? Okay, so these two bits go together. So wondering how this guy is going to attach. Turns out it's here. Oh yeah! How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Oh, that was like the second Matt Smith episode. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird episode for me. Still not decided if I like that episode or not. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how these two bits are going to support the weight of one another. I can see why so much of a Necron range never came out until they like had much better manufacturing of pieces and parts, because oh my goodness, these pieces do not fit too well. Okay, so this connects here. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for that to dry actually. David Tennant is still the best Doctor to date. Maybe. I mean, have you watched the really old Doctor Who episodes? This, but metal, good luck. Yeah, this would not support its own weight.
Don't drop them or you have to start all over again.
Yeah, we're gonna have to... There's a very big risk of that. What the hell is this piece? Oh, I know what that piece is. Oh, it's got the little cubey construction around it. I can't tell if this piece is meant to be parts of a cubes or if it's just a bit of sprue. You know what? It's part of the cubes now. Part of a cube, part of a crew, part of a crew, part of a cube. Oh, okay. Does his hand like go here? Yes, that looks like the other part of his hand. Oh gosh, that's such a tiny connection point. And the one thing about this being metal is that metal is just a little bit more durable. Oh gosh, you started to do a Christopher edition. Have you watched the old Doctor Who, like the third Doctor though? And the one before. Oh, what's his name? The one with the scarf. My mother loved that Doctor. Tom Baker. My favourite might be the third Doctor. He was cool. I think he's the Doctor that founded UNIT. Not knowing the names of Doctor Who's is getting your British license revoked. Look, the only Doctor Who's you need to know are David Tennant, Tom Baker, and that's it. But those are the two Doctor Who's you need to know. Christopher Eccleston was good. I liked Eccleston. David Tennant was so good. I liked Matt Smith. I really wanted to like what's his name that came after Matt Smith. I forgot his name again. Begins with a C, I think. Doctor Who canon in Magic the Gathering. Tom Baker was good. Isn't Christopher Eccleston also in that like one zombie film? What's it called? Really popular zombie film. Like the first weeks to die or something, or days to die, 28 days I think, or late or something. I need to watch that one. I only watched the Diversive second film. I did enjoy the second film. I didn't think it was great. I thought it had like a lot of plot holes, but I didn't really care because you don't really watch those films for the plot too much. "28 Days Later," I think it might have been. Okay, so this connects. Oh my gosh, that tiny little wrist connection. Thankfully, it connects to the base as well here. Or should do in theory. Okay, we'll do that after it's on the base. We've got 2 more little claws to add on, and then we can stick him to the base. I think due to how spindly it is, it won't be that difficult to, like, convert this a little bit. You go, like, here. Oh no, it goes above. Oh, they go under here, I think. Yeah, they go under like that. I just realised I slaughtered spelling his name. Yep. But it's fine. Well, he might not think so. I don't really know. I doubt he's in chat. And he might do. For all we know, he likes 40k VTubers. He's a big Necron fan. There we go. Okay, this one I think goes there. Don't think it matters too much, just as long as we get stuck where they're meant to be stuck. Oh yeah, this is definitely a model you want to paint before putting it together, if you do that sort of thing. Actually, I think that's true for a lot of Necron models, really. But thankfully, the way you paint Necrons, a lot of people, it was just like lead belcher and then just throw contrast paints at it in a few areas, and that's it. So... okay, I think that goes there. His arm fell off. That's the easy arm to connect. You shall never be forgiven. Get in the pot. Don't get in the boiling pot of oil. You don't know. You're a cupcake friend. Lead belcher, known oil, some other colour done. Technically, you need 3 colours. I know that I'm going to go for a relatively simplistic colour scheme. It doesn't want to stick. Unless maybe it's meant to go more like this. Oh no, I think it is. Known oil is a colour, there's your 3 colours. So what I'm thinking about doing is having them like grey colour, Mechanicum standard grey, then dry brush lead belcher over them, then throw Talasar blue into it, mostly on the joints. Oh no, yeah, and then dry brush over it.
Time to abduct a cupcake.
No, don't abduct a cupcakes, Cuptle. My friend's not food. Sorry, my throat's going. And hello, Native Engine, how you doing? I hope you're not trying to eat any cupcake thens. Okay. Yeah. Firework. Firework. Oh no! No, dodge it! Doom! He tried exploding me. He did, I saw it. But my quick reflexes got it. You have been chosen. Oh no, you're just trying to like get yourself abducted, was that it? Oh, I should have realised. Okay, so that connects like that. Oh my goodness, this is... Lucky the Geomancer is an amazing unit. Actually, I don't even know if it's that good. For those of you who know, for 40k gameplay better than me, is the Geomancer a good character unit? Oh yeah, he is, because he has that entire negative aura, so you prevent your opponent just deep striking in your back line, or at least forces them to be further away. So yeah, that's really good for Necrons, especially since you're not that good at melee with most of the time, especially with the units you'll have at the back line. His hand's meant to be up here, I guess. That does not feel right. Wow. Okay, I think it's because... Okay, no, we'll just glue the... What's the issue? I think it's that joint there that's the issue. Made him too low down. And now he's sticking to the base when he wouldn't before. Okay, so we'll get the hand on. And then we'll get glue on that thing. And on these various parts. Then we stick it like this. It will hopefully be good. Oh my goodness, this is... You don't want to foam case when you're playing Necrons. I'm telling you that much. You want to get a magnetic case. If you had a foam case, all of these bits are just going to be sticking into everything. Crippling a unit that has advance and charge is evil. Yee. Necrons deep striking my back line. You give me Basilisk back shots. You had the Basilisk far enough away from the corner to allow that. No, I don't think he deep strikes. I think it's he has this thing that stops enemy reinforcements coming in within 12 inches. So if you keep him on your back line, he can protect like all of your backline units and objectives from being like Terminators dropping in on them, or Raptors or Warp Talons or anything like that. In addition, he has a flamer attack, so if they do get the charge in on him, he can always overwatch them, and it's a pretty devastating flamer attack if I remember correctly. Okay, I think there it is. The spindly man is done. We'll just leave it a little bit. Necrons deep strike. Necrons can deep strike. They have a bunch of units that can deep strike in. They just teleport into your back line. That's pretty powerful. I don't think I have any of them though, because I'm going for a Canoptek army. I've got, for my 1,000 point army, I've got him. I've got the Macrocytes, and he's in the Macrocyte unit. I've got a Plasmancer. Actually, I'm gonna look. I can't remember what exactly I have in my army. New recruit, come over here. We're going to the website that is the other website. We go down here. Fractured Dynasty, 1000 points. What do you have in here? You got Idotep the Scarblady, who's Immotech the Stormlord. Geomancer, Plasmamancer, Scott Lord. Scorpec Lord. Necron Warriors. The Necron Warriors have the Tomb Crawlers in them, along with the Plasmancer and Scarab Lady. The Scorpec Destroyers have a Lord in it. 3 Swarms, Doomstalker, Reanimator. It's a very weird army. It's not a very good one. You picked up the Canoptek Circle. Yeah, that guy over there. Hello! Yeah, we got the... And if you want to see what my full 2,000 points army that I will eventually get has in it, it's got Scarblady, Chronomancer, 20 Warriors, 2 Canoptek Tomb Crawlers, Geomancer, Canoptek Macrocytes, Geomancer, Canoptek... So I'm going to have a second one. The Royal Warden will go with the Immortals and the Plasmancer and 2 Tomb Crawlers. The Warriors will have the Chronomancer, Tomb Crawlers and Scarblady. Then it will have the 3 Destroyers and the Lord. Technomancer with some Wraiths, some Scarab Swarm, a Spider, Reanimator, Doomstalker, and then 3 Heavy Destroyers. Yeah. That'll be the final 2,000 points list. I kind of want to get a 3,000 points one with 3 of the Geomancers in it. The only thing I have found so far with Deep Strike and Necrons are Thorodons and Monoliths. Yeah, I know the Monoliths could Deep Strike. And you've got the Flyer as well. I mean, that doesn't Deep Strike, but it can literally just drop an entire unit of 20 warriors on your back line. And I find that hilarious because I think it's just got the transport of 1 unit. So the unit can be as big as you want. And it can just teleport from into your back line. And then if your enemy is like wants to shoot at them or something, it can just pick them back up. And then, okay, I'm just going to cut this sprue up then. There we go. I'm just clicking through. I found the Wraiths. Did, but it was a mistake. Oh, the Wraiths don't. Oh, said. Wait, for Pyramid Deep Strike. Yeah, the Pyramid has a fly rule, which also means it can be wounded like really easily by the those heavy stubbers. The Icarus heavy stubbers. That have anti-fly 3+. Imagine being a monolith and then you just get hit by a bunch of heavy stubbers and explode. Every day in the guard is a day on the farm. And you're the crop. My Basilisk are actually just a sergeant and 3 Ogrons who throw whole boxes of grenades. Those Ogrons have some strong arms. Okay, is he dried? Yes. There we go. There he is. He's not converted. He's exactly how he's meant to be built, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think he is a little different. That one, I think the 2 claws are in different places, but it doesn't really matter. Like, if we compare him to this picture, you can see his little talons are in the wrong places. But it's fine. No, we are the farmers, Cupcake. Are you sure you're the farmers? The guardsmen... Life in the guard does not sound very fun. Okay, what size base are they on? 30mm it looks like, maybe. Or 25, I think it might be 25mm. It might be 28.5 actually. I like the 28.5mm base. Ooh. So, okay, what part was this? That was part 1. Oh, I did clip off part 1, that's lucky. I was just clipping off a random piece. I sometimes do that. I've been too used to building arcs lately. For orcs, I just love to just build them just randomly. Just this bit goes with this bit goes with that bit. If it's wrong, it's not wrong. It's just a new way of putting it together. It goes. It fits. If it fits, it sits. Another Canoptek joke. Oh, I want a cute thing of doing one of the Canoptek macrosites. Do you know, be sat in a box, like it fits, it sits. God together strong. Yeah. I make sure. I remember reading a thing about where the Necrons are trying to fight for Guardsmen, and the Necrons started to, like, they were winning at first, except then they started to have, like, this massive, existential crisis as the Guardsmen just didn't stop coming. It was like an entire, you know, flip of normally where it's like you're fighting swarms of warriors that never stop. Except from a Necron perspective, they had the exact same thought process of there's no end to these Guardsmen, just more and more of them drop in from the sky. We can't keep up with the repairs against them. Oh, that had to be one of my favourite things of just reading Guardsmen versus Necrons. Like... Because, I mean, that must be pretty terrifying for the Necrons in a way. Okay, part 4, part 3... So the pieces that are meant to go together aren't close to one another, but at least they're numbered nicely. You don't always get that. Part 7. So if I remember correctly, that's the reanimator. Yeah, reanimator. Oh, the croissant can also deep strike, so that's fun. Yay, the croissant for night scythe. The night scythe is probably the only one that's definitely, you know, still good in the main game.
Angron can take out 30 guardsmen a turn. All the guard commanders smile knowing it'll only take 180 guardsmen to tie up Angron all game.
Oh gosh. No, this is why you deploy Angron with 20... Actually, there's two reasons you deploy him with 20 Corn Berserkers. One of them is so that you block your enemies charging him with the Corn Berserkers. And you'll be like, what? Why do you want us not Angron? Why do you not want Angron in combat? You do want Angron in combat, you just don't want him to be charged. It's like, the one time I played against World Eaters is... I'm going to talk about this because it was just funny. Is Land Raider Crusader opens up the hatch, shoots at the Corn Berserkers in the way and stuff, shoots a little bit just to get that hit in on Angron. But for position for Corn Berserker, so I couldn't charge Angron. And if I did get the charge, Angron was probably going to get killed in that turn. But the Black Templars have a stratagem where you can just charge through an opponent's unit to get a different one. And I just used that stratagem and killed Angron in a single turn. But also, the other thing is, it's like most things, you don't want him getting caught up fighting like just hordes of infantry. Because it's a very expensive model. So, you don't throw him against hordes of infantry, you let something else deal with them. Okay, that fits very nicely. Two Bloodthirsters and a Knight, no brain, only murder. Yee. But yeah, if you get the smartest play to join the local planetary defense force, find yourself a job as a quartermaster, and then wait, even if a guard takes you, We're literally still doing an admin job. Kind of. Although there's definitely been quartermasters and stuff of Reading for Fiction that end up having to suddenly fight. Or, you know, if they're just way too close to a front. If you want to avoid joining the guardsmen, the best thing is to effectively study. Becoming like an indispensable asset. If you can figure out how to study, do languages and all sorts of stuff. Joining the PDF is just, the Planetary Defence Force is just a way to get caught up in the entire process of being a guardsman. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think it has like any other parts. Yeah, I was thinking these little things at the back were like legs, or like little joints for legs, but instead like, I think for jets. So, yeah, I think that's it for the model. Yeah, okay, the macrosites are valid. I thought the macrosites were just going to be as bad as the Geomancer, but no, they're pretty nice to put together. It's just, how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. Very nice. They don't look like they'll be hellish to paint. Oh, look how cute it is though. Oh, I love the macrosite. I'm so glad I've got them. I just want to have... I was so disappointed that you can't have these guys in squads of 10. I just want to have a swarm of them. I want to have a detachment where I can put them on the battlefield as battle line in squads of 10 and just have 60 of these things. I just love the macrosites. They're so cute. Oh... Being a quartermaster, cozy job. Unfortunately, you're a Krieg, so guess what? Front lines. I mean, actually, quartermasters, I think, have been front lines without even being Krieg quartermasters. I think the other thing I want is a little claw. Is it a little claw? Let me look. I need to figure out what weapons I actually have equipped to my dudes. So, new recruit. Go down to Fractured Dynasty, Geomancer, Macrosites. Yeah, okay, so they've got 3 Tesla casters, Atomizer Beam, Accelerator Mandible. Okay, so Accelerator Mandible is just that thing. Oh, that's piece 14, yeah, so that goes with him. That's the next one. Now, how do I know which one's a Tesla caster and which one isn't? Will it tell me in this magazine? I say magazine. Let me do this so it's not blinding you. Yeah, that's what we want to do next. Okay, so it's got 2 weapons there, but it doesn't actually tell me which one is the weapon. Yeah, there's 2 of them. They look very similar to one another. And I know Wissywig is dead, but... Oh, here we go. It's at the front. Normally these pages are at the back. Or at least in a bunch of the ones I've done. So Tesla Caster is that one. Atomizer Beam, yeah, we got that. Scalpel, Isolator. Oh gosh, that's more weapons than I expected. Yeah, we did the Atomizer Beamer. We're gonna do that one next. Gauze Scalpel is... I just need to check these and to tell which one's a Gauze Scalpel. Okay, that's a Gauze Scalpel. And that's a Tesla Caster. Okay. I'll get really lucky and get kidnapped by Tower Eldar, not Dark Eldar. I don't think that Eldar would treat you very nicely. I've heard Exodite Eldar do treat humans. Actually, it depends. Some of them absolutely hate humans. Others are like, oh, friends. And apparently back in the Dark Age, Exodite Eldar and humans lived like in relative peace with one another. And during the age of strife that came after the Dark Age of technology, the Eldar actually, well, a lot of Eldar sheltered and protected humans, and then they came across them in the Great Crusade, and they didn't get treated nicely. So yeah, maybe the Eldar would treat you nicely. It depends which craft world or whoever it is. I find what tends to be the case in my local games is that the guard players tend to be better wargamers since they have to run their army like a commander would. Maybe. It's like, I always find Dark Eldar are like, I say that Dark Eldar are kind of one of the best armies if you know how to play them. But it requires you to think about every single action you're going to do before anything else. Whereas a lot of other armies are just literally meant to be played kind of in a dumb way. So inevitably Dark Eldar players, if they want to win at all or have a good game, will have to learn how to play the game better. And I think it's similar to the guardsmen and the Tau players actually, because both of them have a lot more technical way of playing the game, like with orders and your pathfinding, your pathfinding type of stuff. Your spotting. Okay, so we got 9. I want piece 10 next. That's 11. That's 28. That's 29. That's 8. Oh no, I want piece 8 then. I want piece 8? Yeah, I want piece 8. That goes like that. I'd say they win more or less, but we tend to have a better grasp of the capabilities of everyone's armies. That might be the case. Oof. There we go. I know Space Marines are more likely to have losses because most people start with Space Marines. And World Eaters are really weird. And Tau are a bit weird actually as well. Because I've seen some people do really well with Tau, but the way they play is like very anti the generic Tau style of play. And how like Tau players want to play Tau. And similarly, I've seen World Eater armies do incredibly well.
Don't forget the cult. You thought you were playing a 2,000-point game, but really you got to deal with 3 different 1,000 points armies.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's the characters. Despite that, the main thing with the cult, at least, I mean, I'm mainly a Black Templar player, so that's always going to be the main issue, is the characters. Like, the characters in the units make those units so much more deadly and dangerous. But once you've dealt with the characters, returning other units are more of an annoyance rather than an actual threat to you. If you get the drift. Because it's like that entire thing where you can just stack characters into a unit and stratagems to just basically turn your basic, I'm saying basic a lot, battle line unit into just something that can, in a single shooting phase, destroy a Baneblade. It's absolutely insane. Okay, where's the next piece? Piece 30, piece 24, piece 18, piece 10. There we go. Yeah, I like the macrosites. The macrosites are a lot nicer to put together than the Geomancer. The Geomancer does feel like you could do a lot of good conversions with it though. probably want to reinforce it though with some metal. Because you can just clip off the staff from that little base and move it around. You could easily reposition the hands by just snipping them around the joint parts. This tail, honestly, it's got a lot to flex within the tail to be able to reposition it how you want to. I do think, though, the staff needs to act as a support. Alternatively, you get like a piece of metal to run up the center of it to make sure that it doesn't break. So yeah, it definitely does feel like you could have a lot of fun with moving around this model and just repositioning it a little bit just to make it feel more unique. Is there a super friends list in 40k other than Chaos Demons? What do you mean super friends? Like, you got the Imperial Agents plus the Knights. I mean, you can do Knights. At 3,000 points of Knights, you can go, okay, I'm allying in a Titan. I'm playing the thing that allows me to use Mechanicus units, and I'm allying in some Imperial Agents. And then with the Imperial Agents, you can bring in Sisters of Battle models, an Assassin, a Grey Knight Terminator squad, a Death Watch squad, and like some Imperial Navy breachers. And then you've got like really super friends right there. Alternatively, you don't even need to do Knights to do that, but you can just play any other army and do the same thing, allying in a Titan, some Inquisitorial Agents, and a Knight. Ooh, I think there's meant to be something at the back here. Maybe? No, I don't think there is actually. If we're looking at that, I think it shows a different tail at the back. Oh yeah, it's this piece. Okay. Okay, it wants this as a tail instead. Eldar got the Ynnari soup. Oh yeah, with the Eldar you can go with you can have like some scouts. Or you can have your rangers, you can have your guardians and your farseers, your harlequins, your wraith units, your different Phoenix units, Avatars of Cain, your Nari units, Dark Eldar units, Corsairs, and that's a bit like a Super Friends soup. Because there are like different, basically minor factions of the Eldar. It wouldn't be a good list if you just tried to put in as much as you can, mind you. Eldar are definitely designed to be more... try to focus your list into something particular. Or to do one specific thing. There you go. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, look how cute he is. He got a little... He just wants to shake your hand. Oh, shake hand. Shake hand. How you doing? How you doing, little fish bit? Shake your gun. They don't have the meat of an army. I've seen a guy just take tactical marines, tanks and officers, and he's done really well in games I've seen. All those armies with characters just don't get many cannon fodder units. Guys, you don't mind sacrificing to hold a unit off. Oh yeah, that's like Space Marines don't really have a sacrificial lamb unit. That's the strength of the Chaos Space Marines versus normal Space Marines, that you have things like cultists, which is the weakness of the Emperor's Children because they lack a cultist unit. But I've seen a lot of armies being based off one character or maybe two, like the Montorian army focusing on his army. Yeet. saw a guard player win a game because he managed to rush a large guard unit and kept sending guard at Mentorian while his scions flanked, and he kept 2 points the whole game. Yeah, that's the... I think certain armies are very good at like just destroying your opponent. Like Black Templar are amazing at just killing what your opponent has, but they're not very good at taking and holding objectives. With the new thing where you can basically give any single infantry units in your army sticky objectives, they've gotten a bit better. Especially since that includes jump pack units now can get sticky objectives if you want. But as soon as you go against any sort of army like Tyranids, Guardsmen, Chaos Space Marines that can do the objective play, they have these throwaway units, they have these a multitude of units that will just try capturing objectives from you. They can struggle. Because when I've like put my Black Templars against like my own Tyranids, the Tyranids have never really been a big threat to the army. Like the Tyranids, if you just played to like the death, the Tyranids would probably lose every single time. Or maybe not every single time, but most of the time. And lose badly at that. But the issue is as soon as the Tyranids go, I'm just going to capture this objective. And the Tyranids are very good at that because they've got so many infiltrating units. They've got so many units. They can just be like, okay, first turn, I've basically got a unit in every single objective. That's not your objective. And as soon as you're trying to get rid of them, it's like, okay, I'm just going to keep moving my Tyranid away from you. And it's got lone operative. It's like, yeah, that becomes very annoying. I say very annoying. Very difficult to deal with. Oh, there you go. 16. That's what I want. I do wish for... I kind of feel a bit weird about these macrosites. Because I do like how easy they are to build. And I'm glad they're not as fiddly as the Geomancer. But the fact that they, like all of these arms and stuff that they have are just free means that you don't really get to reposition them or make each one unique. Which I mean, they're meant to be robots, it's fine. They're not meant to have any individuality. It would just be nice to, you know, change how they look a little bit. I like the tiny little scarabs that are like just over the models. It's one of my favourite details. Also, Code Take. I think the Imperial agents should be able to requisition other models into their army from other armies. And while they are there, they have agents keyword. That would be cool. I think what they should have is just the Codex should have more units in it. Or like detachments specifically for each of the factions. Okay, Code Take. Any sort of faction that has a detachment that specifically allows you to ally in other armies should have... The ally should gain the keywords related to that army. Especially Chaos Warriors. Like when I put in a unit of Khorne Berserkers into a typical Chaos Warrior army, the Khorne Berserkers should get access to the Dark Pacts and to all the stratagems and allow characters to join them. Like they should gain the Legionnaire keyword. Hello, sir. How you doing? Big love hearts to you. I mean, they do already get Death Watch Sisters and Grey Knights units. I think the main thing that they suffer from is a complete lack of heavy units, though, especially in 10th edition. 10th edition really wants you to be taking heavy vehicles. and the Imperial agents just lack heavy vehicles. Like, they can take a Rhino, fine. They can take the Immolator or Chimera, but they're not really heavy vehicles. And they don't have a lot either that's really capable of hitting a heavy vehicles hard. The Sisters of Battle are okay with a multi-motor. Most of the Deathwatch units aren't that great at it. And the Grey Knights also aren't that good against vehicles. Like, the weapons they're quite low strength weapons. Very good against infantry. Don't get me wrong about that, but against vehicles, they just kind of suck. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like when you ally demons into chaos armies as well, you should get access to the chaos keywords. Okay, I think it's this piece I want. Oh no, that's not the piece I want. I want one of them. 6, 33, 13. Okay, maybe it's not on this one. 32. Okay, maybe it's on the other one. 27, 26. Okay, it's not on that spoo. Must be on this spoo. Must just be missing it somewhere. It'll be like 19 or 21. No, maybe it's 21. Yeah, I think it's 21. Never mind. I'm a silly Billy. There we go. Yeah, if they can't get like guardsman units, like I think Imperial agents would make perfect sense to have a detachment that just lets you take guard units. Oh gosh, it's just glued in already, never mind. I'll just have like an Imperial Agents Lehman Ross and a Lehman Ross Vanquisher. I think that would go very far with Imperial Agents. Or like a Predator, something like that. Oh heck, maybe you can give them like make a new Chimera model. Or like an upgrade kit for the Chimera, and it's got like a shield on it, so it gives the Chimera like a 4+ invulnerable save, and its turret can become a last cannon that gets 2 shots. And the Inquisitorial Chimera, it also is what's it called? Ballistic skill 3. That would be cool. Like, it would fill in a lot of gaps just by itself. And it could have like a multi-motor on the front. Way more points worth. But it'll be cool. Hello, Genius Dexter. My model looks beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to imagine you talking about this little fella here. That's really cool. He gets in another medal, Cupcake. I'm getting another medal. When he mentions this is a Battle Vehicles Cupcake, I'm busy working on a 3D printed Exorcist right now for my Eben challenge. Hello, Mad Majid. How are you doing? I hope you're doing super well. I hope you're doing super well. I'm glad that you got some Sisters of Battle. Which one are you making? Are you making for Argon? Are you making the cool Argon that, you know, fires missiles? If there's any reason to love Sisters of Battle, that's the reason. Okay, 23. Both are beautiful. Thank you. Big hearts to you guys. Yeet. There you are. Big hearts. No idea what I'm doing. Macro site. Okay, how big of a macro site's actually? I want to compare them. Macro sites are actually pretty big. Macro actually really fits to the name, doesn't it? Like this guy. This guy is not tiny. Let's compare it to the grot. Look how tiny the grot's next to him. It's like a giant. Oh my goodness, that'll be like War of the Worlds thing coming along. Yo, it's Dexter's laboratory. Oh yes, I wanted so outrageous of that order. When I found a free SDL, I went nuts. Oh, so cool. Let me find a guardsman. I don't have any guardsmen. Let me find an Inquisitor model. Okay, I got a Tempestus Aquiligan. They've got a cool little helmet on. That gives them a bit more height than they really should do. But there we go. Yeah, they really are macro sites, aren't they? They really do live up to the name. They're only toughness 3 though. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, like, is he big? Yes, the Vespid Stingwings are actually pretty big. Like, I mean, he's in a rock, so that's why I'm lifting her up a little bit. What's the Ebon Chalice stuff again? Oh, I have no idea what the Ebon Chalice does. Oh my god, the Robo dudes are tall. They are tall! The Robo Dogs. The Robo Dogs! Every time I have to cut off that little bit there, I'm afraid I'm going to cut his eye off. Okay, does it want to come off? Be careful. Okay. There we go. That's nice and neat. Okay, that's 23. I want 22. And we want 24 and 25. There we go. My work is very tiring. I envy how patient you are for model building and painting. I am not very patient with it. I need to learn to be more patient. I've been trying to be more patient. Because one of the things I have, it's like when I'm doing it, is that if I'm getting a bit impatient, it ends up taking me longer in the long run. So I've just been like trying to remember to take a deep breath and just envision the words of Bob Ross. I was just trying to think of a different Bob Ross quote, but none came to mind. Instead of, you know, the common one. The basic of the elite orders. Oh. Yeet. You know, one of the things that about Guardsmen is that, do you know when it comes to your Acadian, your Death Corps, and like most of your standard Guardsmen, which is actually kind of a bit sad that they're like that now, the way the Guardsman Codex is now, is that they represent the elite of the elite. Like, most of the time, when they're recruiting for planetary defense forces into the Guardsmen, they are going to actually be recruiting the very, very best of that defense force. And they're only going to be a few soldiers. It's like, you got a planet of 20 billion people. The planet itself has like 20 million warriors and soldiers upon it. I've ever recruit for Guardsmen, they're only recruiting like 2,000-3,000 at a time. So it's always going to be like the most elite of the elite. There are some exceptions, like, do you know, for chem dogs and stuff, where the worlds will just throw effectively just lots and lots of people to the Imperium tithe, into the Imperial tithe, which is kind of sad why we don't have like any conscript unit anymore, or just a basic Guardsman unit. Because you can't really represent those lesser non-elite factions that well. I want a squad of 5 beefy Kroot called the Krootots. That could be cool. Like tougher and stronger Kroot. We don't really have that for the moment, do we? Hey, maybe we might eventually get something like that, since they do seem to want to expand the Kroot range a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's so adorable. Hello, Elk. How you doing? How's your Sue? I went to look up for Ebon Chala's 9th rules. Pick 2 sacred rights instead of picking 1, or randomly determining 2. And you could discard another dice to treat a miracle dice as a 6. Ooh. That does sound very elite. Look at those little bits of terrain. Look at the tactical rocks. But one reason why I'll never be upset about tactical rocks, other than some of the uses of them, some of the uses of them are just egregious, like, oh, that Inquisitor. The Inquisitor with his eagle, that one sucks. And sometimes when they do like the little droney things, it's just because flying stands are horrible. It's a very brittle plastic. It breaks all the time. It's very hard to glue. I don't like flying stands. I know some people use like metal tubes or wires and stuff for it, which is fine. Although that is one of the issues with this. If you did want to replace a flying stand with like a thin piece of metal, because of the way that they're integrated onto these tactical rocks, not all of them are bad. Like this guy can be scraped off the rock pretty well. This guy can't though, like it goes through his entire claw. And like that guy can't either. I guess that's one issue with them. Would be nice if they made it so that you could, you know, not have them on a tactical rock if you didn't want to. So what are you running? It asks. Army of Faith. You're gonna hop out, talk to you all later. Bye, that guy over there. There we go. Where's this thing? So the tail is coming off, so this is the last one of these. This is actually kind of interesting how they did the sprue. Like, the macrocytes almost entirely fit onto one of these sprues. But then some of them on the Tomb Crawler sprue. So it's almost was built like they could have built them as two separate sprues, so they could sell them after Kill Team as two separate units. Guessing they just decided it wouldn't be worth it, but anyone who wants the Tomb Crawlers would probably want to get macrocytes as well. Because otherwise you're going to have like one of those very small sprues like sometimes characters come on, or just all the weapon options. $33 over here. Yeah. I just got a new arrival. It's an elk with a rare genetic defect that turns the fur on her face white. She's such a cute cub. Aww, that sounds adorable. And it's an elk, just like you. I love elks. Small elk, yeah. Oh, it's got a bit of battle damage there. There we go. And...
Mother, I don't have much time left. Avrain and Guilliman end up having...
No! They don't have children! Yeah, that gorilla in chocolate milk's been making for rounds again, hasn't it? It'll be melted into chocolate. Into a chocolate milk, sorry. You can see it for men pop up a lot more again. I don't have much time left. GTA 6 will release on... I took the chance and changed all your profile pics to it. Oh. I haven't thought that far ahead. Oh. So you're just making yourself for Ebon Chalice things without thinking about the rules. I kind of want to do more of stuff like that. I always end up getting a bit focused on the rules of stuff.
Domain expansion, Melting Gorilla.
The Melting Gorilla. No, it's the worst meme ever because it's got a monkey on it. Monkeys are evil. Evil. Including gorillas. There we go. There we go. Oh. Oh. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. Look at the sword at the end of its tail. It's gonna stab you. Gonna stab you. And then it's gonna give you a big hug. And then it will stab you again because it's an abusive pet. Oh, it's like the other cats where it bites you or scratches you and then it wants cuddles. And when you're giving it cuddles, it bites or scratches you again. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no, don't break off. The pieces are breaking off. The pizzas are breaking off. What the heck? There we go, that worked. Oh, there they are. It's the 5 little fellies. 5 fellas. Oh, look at them. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're my pets. This is my son. I've had him all of 8 minutes. If anything happens to him, I will, I'll just make a new one. Because it's Necrons. That's what we can do. Yeah, they're very big models. But they're not that tough though. They've got like 4+ armor save, toughness 3, 1 wound each. And for a model that's like so tall, it's kind of weird. And they're not that good in terms of shooting or combat or anything like that. They're just more of a accessory unit that makes other units, you know, better. Or protects them a little bit. Like, what do they do? I'm going to go back to the new recruit page. Oh, did anyone decide to get the Warhammer quest? It was more expensive than I was expecting. Like, have you seen the Warhammer quest box set? Sorry, it's loading. There you go. New and exclusive. All pre-orders. Yeah, it's £160 for it. It's got a lot of models in it, but considering how expensive most of the Age of Sigmar stuff usually is, I wasn't expecting it to be this expensive. Like, those are cool things though. And I didn't get this. I was thinking about it, but I think even if I was planning to get it at 160 quid, I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna not get it. But yeah, the picture, it shows everything in it. No. Okay, after reading up on this doctrine, I love it. In case people are wondering, elks have the same name as cows, so male is a bull and a female cow is a cow, and a baby is a calf, but most people don't realise it, so it's easy to call the baby elks cubs. Oh. Hello, Night Parade! Yeah, it doesn't say it's available while stocks last, so I imagine that it must be coming back into stock. I say coming back in, it must have a longer stock. It's just not sold out. Demolisher. Oh. Sold out online. Oh gosh, I accidentally changed the sensitivity on my mouse. There we go. But I want to look. What do the macrosites do again? Macrosite. Okay, in terms of damage output, I mean, ignore the Tremorglaive because that's something thingamajig. Yeah, Tremorglaive is good. Oh yeah, Tremorglaive can be like devastate infantry units, but it can also just like kill. It can't quite kill, but it does quite heavy damage to vehicles and stuff, being a melter. So do they call a young female elk a heifer? No, just a cow. Oh. They have 5 claws, they get 2 attacks each in combat, AP -1. Strength 4 though. Only toughness 3, they've only got 1 wound each. Only a 4+ armor save. We do have the 8-inch move and scouts 8 inches. The Tesla casters are kind of weak with only 1 shot and no AP. Atomizer beamer's better, but it's still only AP -1. And it's only 1 shot and damage 1. That's Geomancer, Geomancer, Geomancer. When an enemy unit, excluding monsters and vehicles, is within 3 inches, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Yeah, that's one of the powerful things they have. Once per battle round, when a friendly Necrons unit within 3 inches activates its reanimation protocol, the bearer can use this ability. If it does, it reanimates 1 additional wound, which is okay. Start of fight phase, select 1 friendly Canoptek unit within 3 inches of a bearer's until the end of the phase. Improve a weapon skill by 1. Which is also okay. That works really well with the tomb crawlers, because that gives Canoptek to any unit. Elks are closely related to... Oh, hello, motivated dad. Yeah. I'm still not sure how good Canoptek macrosites actually are, or will be. In my army, anyway. Are elks just Jimbo deers? No, they're closer related to the gazelle and moose than a deer. I thought the gazelle must have been... Actually, no, I'm mistaken then. Yeah, the gazelle's the one with the long pointy horns, isn't it? Oh. So yeah, macrosites. As cool as macrosites are, I'm not sure how good the battlefield utility will actually be. I think if you've got like a melee strong Necron army, the macrosites will be quite good. But since I'm going for a mostly Canoptek army, I think they're kind of just meh. The tomb crawlers are amazing because the Canoptek unit that can join other units, meaning it gives them the Canoptek keyword. On top of that, they're tough and they have quite decent damage output for what they are. Okay, I can snap this through and then snap it again. So just break it into smaller bits so that it can be recycled easier. Yeah, and if you don't know, depending on what country you're in, Warhammer stores will often recycle sprues. There you go. As long as the Games Workshop sprues. Okay, so now we've got the bigger dudes. Honestly, I didn't expect them to be on such a big base, or to be such big models. I mean, I should have guessed, because I pretty much guessed how big he would be. Because the Necron characters are always quite large. Like, look how big he is compared to just a human. And that's a bit of taller for human compared to most, like, guardsman models. Like, massive. But let's look. Okay, we got 37, 36, 49. Okay, we'll go with the 36 piece. Trans-dimensional isolator, twin guard sweepers. European elks are basically the same as North American moose. There's a species of deer in North America called an elk, but it's a completely different species. What? I never knew that. I'm not evil, and I'm not stinky. Hi, Bob. I was a big heart stiff one who's been popping in and out. Not a fair comparison. The Geomancer is like 80% leg. Okay, if we go like just with a torso of a Geomancer, then his torso's like the size of a guardsman. If we go by the size of his beard, his metal beard, it's like half a guardsman in height. One of his claws, almost as tall as a guardsman. His staff, way taller than a guardsman. His weird sticky uppy thing. I'm not a worm, no! That's probably going to just take a few seconds after the horns disappear. Oh, means Necrons give long hugs like lamias or something. Maybe they are just good huggers. Maybe they are. Oh, there I am. I'm a worm! Yay! I'm now 80% leg. The chaos energy and for horns, protector. No, I'm not evil. I'm not evil. The detect evil spell definitely doesn't work on me. The horns are just a figment of the imagination. Bee glove. Thanks for the bee gloves. The chaos energy. The chaos energy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what do we want? 41, 43, 36, 37, 39, 38, 39, 38, 39, 38. But I want 38. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There's one, and there's 39. Carpet fluff. Up on my desk. I thought it was an insect in the corner of my eye then. Bow. Bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Oh, I love these Canoptek guys though. Honestly, it's the tomb crawlers I really love. Out of this kit, as you can probably guess from the title of the stream, not the title of the thumbnail. Okay, I'm guessing this goes on this side. Yeah. That goes there. And that goes there. Probably. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, 39, and then we're going to have 40. We're going to have 40. Oh, for 40 is a face. Oh, the cute little Canoptek face. Look at it. It's just got one big eye. Oh, one big eye. The European elk is actually so closely related to a moose. It's in the same situation as reindeer and caribou. They are basically the same species, but very slight differences. Ooh. I knew about the reindeer and caribou. Didn't know the moose and the European elk were the same though. I know moose. Meese. I know mooses can be absolutely massive. And they're treated as megafauna. Which I think is like any animal that's like over 6 foot tall. And potentially other parameters. That does not feel right.
There's some moose loose about this hoose.
There's a moose loose about this hoose. There's a goose loose about my hoose. It definitely feels like it's meant to go here. Yeah. If you look at me in my waiting room and look out the window above, you'll find some pigeons will appear. And you'll also find a goose will appear up in my house. Oops, sorry. There's one of your messages was held for review. Shame that I am not a nerd for horned animals. I can't add in more fun facts. It's probably because Europeans who colonised America didn't realise they're basically the same species and took the American names of them. Oh. There we go. So you want to go here, I think. Probably. Looks like it. No, darn it, just fell, bounced on one thing, bounced on another, and now it's here. Our Canoptek animals are lobotomized. They're not, they're basically just AI robots, is the best way to describe them. They're not really intelligent. They're literally just robots. Necron warriors are more lobotomized Necrons, in which they don't really have a soul or like free thinking or anything. But the more elite the Necron unit is, the more free thinking it's allowed. Until you get all the way to Necron Lords and Praetorian. I think the Praetorians are something like that as well. By the time you get to the Lords, effectively... But yeah, Canoptek constructs... Oh yeah, the Cryptex are also fully free thinking, I believe. And that's these guys. And other things like them. Basically, any of the characters that's not a Necron Lord usually is going to be a Cryptek. The Canoptex, though, they're just robots. Completely mindless, incredibly cute. Or if they do have an intelligence, it's more like the intelligence of an animal. It's hard to know just how alive Necron things actually are, because sometimes they do seem to be quite alive. Mooses are one of your favourite animals. They're just so crazy. One has black fur, one has brown fur, and it's slightly smaller. Oh. Cryptex are funny little guys in Mechanicus. They are funny little guys in Mechanicus. Now, the thing is this... When you compare them to, like, the Cryptex in the game, in the board game, and even just in the lore and stuff, honestly, they still kind of just funny little guys. Like, their main job is not combat based. Their main job is like upkeeping the tomb, making sure everything's fine, making sure all the Canoptek robots are fine, and make sure everything's just running smoothly. They do have some special abilities to like defend the tomb pretty well. But like the Geomancer, he's got a Tremorglaive, which, as far as I'm aware, it creates like mini earthquakes and stuff, but it can also like shake apart things that it's aimed at. I didn't get the kill team box that these guys came in. I just got the small box, because I didn't care for the other unit, the Death Watch, and I didn't really care for the terrain. I didn't want to spend that much money either. But yeah, I'm thinking he can like shake things apart like tanks and stuff, but he can also like just shake the ground underneath you. You got the Pyromancer, who is probably the most combat orientated of them, who literally just throws... Plasmancer, sorry, who just literally throws balls of plasma at things. He's definitely the deadliest of them in just straight up combat capability. But then you do have the other ones like the Technomancer and the Chronomancer, who they're not really designed for combat, but they can win in combat if they need to. Okay, I need to figure out what these guys actually are equipped with. Don't forget to like the stream if you're not liked it already. It helps me out. Cryptex are more like special. Yeah, they're like magicians, but they're using incredibly advanced tech instead of magic. It just appears like magic. Nameless crows. What do my tomb crawlers want? No, it's the nameless. That's the Eldor. Sorry, fragmented dynasty. Tomb crawlers. Twin Gauss Reaper. Dimensional isolator. 2, 4 minus 2, 2. 2, 4 minus 1, 1. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the basic. Only toughness 4 for these big. This massive dude here. It's toughness 4. He's got 3 wounds though and a 3+ armor save. Gotta go. Bye bye, Clemoniac. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for popping in. Big hearts to you. Except the magic of the Necrons is just really advanced science. Yay. Although I don't even think a lot of the Necrons even understand their own tech anymore either. Where's a trans-dimensional isolator? There it is. Oh. I was meant to attach the trans-dimensional isolator before sticking the 2 body parts together. I think, yeah, that definitely is meant to go in here. I mean, maybe I can still do that. Oh. Ugh. Okay, maybe I can't. I think it's fully fused now. I find it interesting how an animal with the same genetic DNA, like the European elk and American moose, can be so different in fur colour, but almost the same size. I guess it's kind of similar to how humans can look very different from one another, but in reality we're very, very similar genetically. Yeah, okay. I'm pulling them apart. I'm sorry, little fellow. I'm having to do surgery upon you. Surgery upon a grape. I just ripped my son in half. No! My cats are fighting one another. There we go. There we go. Oh, they click together. Nice. He's got the isolate on him. Yeah, the cryptex are definitely just cryptex support, effectively. For tech support. Tech support. No. They're just tech support. No. Yeah, I think the worst one at the moment in terms of how well it performs is actually one of the coolest models. What's it called? The Psycho Mage or Psychophage or whatever it's called. Canoptek's are more of a cryptex support. Yeah, I guess actually. Oh my gosh, it's got a little scarab on the inside. Okay, how is this meant to look? Okay, so that definitely goes on this side. Got a little scarab. Look at the tiny little scarab. Tiny little scarab. I need to get back to work. Have fun, everyone. Have fun with your work, Elk. There you go. Oh, and thanks for popping in. We just met Psychophage. Yeah, the Psychophage, so I can't remember what it's called. Psycho something over. Give the small elk a pet for each of us. Yeah, give it big old hugs. Give it a big old cuddle. If you're allowed to give it a big old cuddle. Psychomancer, yeah, Psychomancer, that's the one. Should have guessed by the rest of the names being something Mancer too. Yeah, that one looks really cool. One of the coolest looking ones, since it like creates this cool cubic Minecraft skull. But in terms of like how good it actually is, it kind of sucks. It's the cheapest one, I believe, in terms of points. But it still kind of just sucks on the battlefield, like. I think it revolves around Battle Shock, if I remember correctly. And just anything that revolves around Battle Shock is generally not very good. There's a few exceptions, like the Neurolictor. But it's no Neurolictor. Doesn't have the flexibility that the Neurolictor comes with, and the really quick units that it can support that have ridiculous damage output. There it is. Oh, it's my boy! I should have just waited for it to settle. I knew it would not stick easily. I didn't wait for it to settle. I didn't. It's fine. It barely fits on this 50mm base. Bigger than a Terminator. Oh, actually, how big is it compared to a Terminator? Because this thing is absolutely huge. Like, I mean, okay, maybe it's not that huge. Maybe it's just more wide than it is huge. It's a Battle Shocker, but it literally has the Neo Tyrant's ability applied to its Battle Shock. Yeah, but isn't it still kind of meh? Because the Neo Tyrant's really good because it can get into the middle of the enemy. It has the lone whatever it is. Lone Operative. 4+ invulnerable save. And it's meant to support Lictors, Von Ryan Leapers and stuff like that. And because it has Infiltrate as well, it can get really close. It's also really fast. And then the rest of the Tyranid stuff, it's also just forcing Battle Shock and everything as well with your Shadow of the Warp and so many other things. It makes it just such a powerful unit for Neurolictor, sorry. Oh yeah, the Neuro Tyrant is a -1 to Battle Shock test. I'm talking about the Lictor. Yeah, the Neurolictor, sorry, is really good. The Neuro Tyrant's okay. It's mostly good by the fact that it can join certain folks. Yeah, so I got Neurolictor and Tyrant mixed up in my head. The Psychomancer is just... Like, when you compare it to a Plasmancer that's inflicting mortal wounds and can hit pretty hard, this guy who's stopping your opponent from just dropping units on the board and can hit really hard as well. The Chronomancer that's really fast and can join the waves and gives everyone a 4+ invulnerable. And then the Chronomancer who is... Again,
I'm glad I know what you're talking about, cause you don't seem to have a clue.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. I don't. I get confused. Words confuse me. I'm dyslexic. That's my excuse. I'm gonna get a Terminator. And compare them in size. Oh my gosh. So which of these two do you think is toughness 5 with 3 wounds, a 2+ armor save and a 4+ invulnerable save? It's this guy. This guy's toughness 4 with 3 wounds and a 3+ armor save. Punch. Ugh. But he regens. Oh yeah, this guy regens. Terminators can't regen because you can't put them in an apothecary. You can't put an apothecary with them. Oh gosh, imagine a Terminator apothecary. Once per turn, restore D3 models at full wounds. It's not called the Terminator Apothecary, it's just called for screw you to the enemy. How long did it take you to bring down this unit? Oh. Would you say... Which would you say is the best of the Cryptex though? I think it might be the Chronomancer. I can't remember what the Chronomancer does though. I just know that I really liked it. I completely forgot its abilities. Actually, I can probably check. Let me go back to my new recruit page. We can see what the Chronomancer does. New recruit! Go at it! Okay, Chronomancer, down here. Fractured Dynasty. Oh no, but it's the 2000.1, whatever. Chronomancer. Okay, Chronomancer. Move slowly. Chronomancer staff. D6 blast attack at strength 5, 18-inch range. 3 attacks in melee, but only damage 1. Well, this model is leading a unit. Each time an attack targets that unit, subtract... Oh yeah, it subtracts 1 from the hit roll. That's what made it really good. And you put in a squad of 20 Necrons. Apothecary only stands up 1 model, not the worst thing a Terminator squad could have. Yet make it D3 though, or for Terminators. Is there a Terminator Apothecary in Space Hulk Deathwing game, or isn't? Is that just a first aid? I don't know. Okay, Chronomancer, in your shooting phase, after this model's unit has shot, if it is not within engagement range of an enemy unit, that unit can make a normal move of up to 5 inches. If it does, until the turn, it can't declare charge. Oh yeah, that's the other good thing. Yeah, it puts into a block of 20 Necron warriors. And they're just like, yeah, you can't hit us anymore. Where is it? The Technomancer has a Staff of Light, which is meh. But it gives you feel no pain 5+. That's what makes the Technomancer super powerful. It's not an invulnerable save. At the end of your movement phase, select 1 friendly Necron's model within 6 inches of a bearer. If that model regains D3 lost wounds. Yeet. But he's best in a unit of Wraiths. Because they got like 4 wounds each. Hello, Drewgood. How you doing? We're doing well today. We've been building macrocytes. They're adorable. Adorable little fella. Look, he's got a little claw. He wants to grab your head and carry you away forever. He's like a drift blimp. A drift bloom from Pokemon. Doesn't like the heavy kids. Oh, and we got this. This guy was not fun to put together. But he's a very cool model. I imagine he's not going to be fun to paint. Oh my goodness, trying to paint in like all of these crevices and areas would be difficult. Blastmancer giving crit hits on 5+ is evil. Slap that in some immortals. Yeah, that's where Blastmancer goes. It's in an immortal unit with a Royal Warden. Oh, I didn't want that piece. I already had the 2 pieces I wanted. Blastmancer. I wouldn't say the Blastmancer's evil. The Blastmancer also has the ability to inflict mortal wounds, I think. It's definitely the one that's made for violence and war. Technomancer's designed as a thing that's meant to keep everything running and repaired. Chronomancer... I'm not sure what the Chronomancer's job is. Geomancer is definitely about tomb construction. The Psychomancer's definitely there to scare off enemy units. Or to scare off enemies who are trying to come into a tomb. So they're definitely a war-focused one. But it's just in an edition that doesn't really care about morale that much, to be honest, so it's not that good. I'm doing good, getting set to paint Tyranids. Oh, what colour scheme are you going for your Tyranids? I can show you my Tyranids. Where are they? Where are they? Tyranids. Tyranids. Oh. There we go. This is a colour scheme for my Tyranids. Yeah. I've only got one fully painted in this colour scheme. I have been painting these other dudes though. We got 6 of these von Ryan Leapers. That I've been slowly painting up.
Chronomancer is definitely about wibbly wobbly timey wimmy stuff. Mostly cause of the move shoot move ability on its unit.
Yeah, it definitely has I did read a thing a while back that I think was about a Chronomancer. And he kept getting killed over and over and over and over. I don't think it was him actually. I think it was like the Lord or something like that. And there's like this assassin killing them. And he basically just kept reloading the save point for autosave. But it kept happening and eventually he managed to find the target and like, you know, do all of the stuff needed to stop it. I mean, I don't really know what their role is meant to be within the tomb. Like, the other roles are pretty obvious. The Psychomancer's definitely there to protect the tomb. The Geomancer's there to help build the tomb. Technomancer helps maintain the tomb. The Blastmancer, I think, as much as they're very good in war, I think the real job of a Blastmancer is basically making sure all of the energy, weapons, and basically everything that uses plasma and energy is working properly. And to, like, get the reactors online. Each of the guys basically has like a very clear role of what their job would be in the tomb. I imagine also the Psychomancer could be basically a therapist in a way. Keeping up the morale of the tomb, but that kind of became relatively pointless after they became robots. And most of them lost their sentience. I like to imagine that when the Necron Lords have a particularly bad case of depression, they basically go to the Psychomancer. Tyranids are still a work in progress. White primer for McCrag blue because I have 4 bottles that I never used. Ooh. And that's as good of an excuse as any to use a blue. Oh, you could do that, what's it called? Oh, the High Fleet. Begins with T. Typhon. High Fleet Typhon uses a blue colour scheme. I think Gorgon also uses blue, doesn't it? I think the Chronomancer is a divinate in court settings. Pretty sure Archon the Definer is one such individual. Ooh. Chronomancer sounds like they could be record keepers. Oh, maybe as well. Yeah, I imagine maybe, yeah, the job is like a court. In the courts of the Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings, not Tomb Kings. Necrons. Yeah, the insects want to eat everybody. Oh. Big old base. Oh, he's got his little claws. Like, oh, oh, yum, 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 yum. Gorgon is green. Oh, Gorgon is green. Which one's the other blue one? Behemoth is like black and red, isn't it? And the Mancers aren't just tomb workers, they were members of the court at the time. Yay. Holobolis. Huh. Holobolis. What colour was Kraken? Was Kraken the red and beige coloured one? Saying Tyranids are beige colours. It was weird. Kraken is cream, flesh armour and red armour, yeah. I guess one of the cool things about Tyranids is you don't really need to do in one of the, what's it called, colours? Fleet colours? Because like any Splinter Fleet can be its own colour. In fact, I think Games Workshop have even done like some things that are meant to be from one fleet, but for a completely different colour just because, you know, that colour was best for this world. Like, they've definitely done green Tyranids before. And it wasn't like a special high fleet, like a particular high fleet colour. That's just how Tyranids be. Oh no. Oh no, everything's falling to pieces. Don't fall to pieces. Pieces, you say. Astro either gravity. Astro says effort equals gravity. Chrono equals time. Plus equals energy. Tech equals tech. Psych equals mental manipulation. Geo equals geology. And bio equals biology. Will we get a biomancer? Oh, that would be terrible on the battlefield, wouldn't it? For a biomancer just twisting like guardsmen into piles of goo. Psychomancer made me think of more intelligent Scaffer. They know how best to terrorize the enemies of the Necrons. Yeah, could be. Here we go. Oh, he's almost finished. He just needs his little armor plates on. Oh, don't be careful. Be careful. You don't want your legs coming off. The Flayed One Biomancer could be thematic. Ooh. That is true. I wonder if we're going to get any new Necrons with the 500 Worlds campaign. Considering we've got just that one dude at the moment who's been announced. And it seems like they're going to announce more Ultramarine stuff. Which I'm hoping will be Tyrannic Veterans. Although I could imagine it might be another Gulliman. Well, they have mentioned the Tyrannic Veterans a few times in lore. And I imagine they're just being expanded even more. We've also got things like the Silver Templars and other Ultramarine successor chapters that seem pretty popular. It'll be fun if with the Ultramarine stuff we get like new Cryptex. Like a new Cryptek that's not just part of a kill team would be cool. And a battle line Canoptek unit would be amazing. Oh my gosh, why? Maybe I didn't stick it together correctly.
But what about second Gulliman? Why are you trying to invoke second girly man?
Hello, Mini Doc. Because second Gulliman. Actually, it'll be third Gulliman. We got Horus Heresy Gulliman. We've got 40k Gulliman. But what about second Gulliman? What about third Gulliman? Unfortunately, most Flayed ones are crazy. True. But they have done some interesting stuff with the Flayed ones before. Like the Mechanicus game has the Flayed One Lord. Okay, this guy's not even meant to be on the base, so that's fine. I just realised the bases they've got on the has extra rocks. There's extra tactical rocks on this. There's none on the sprue. Like, he's got no tactical rocks, this dude, other than the one on his staff. And the one that the little scarab's on down there. But compare it to that, and he's got so many tactical rocks. That's a bit unusual. They don't always put, you know, rocks and stuff on the bases. Beach Day Gorilla Man. Screams in Drowning Gorilla Man. I mean, he's showing his age a bit. It'd be interesting to see how they update him. Could be. Go full gacha game with Gulliman ultras like Summer Gulliman, Winter Gulliman, Beach Day Gulliman. Oh my goodness, that would be bad. Tactical rock 0 to 10. Illumina Ceres is technically a biomancer because he experiments on people. Kind of, yeah. I kind of want to get the Illuminator model. Because he fits so well with my army over, you know, the Scholar Pack ones, whatever you call them. Okay, we've not actually finished these guys. I need to get some magnets on for basis. But also, what else do I want to do with them? I want to get some extra I got some extra scarabs that I want to put on them. So we got the spare, and we're just collecting up the spare bits on the sprue first. So it's just not going to go into the sprue pile off. I need to cut bits from. Oh, the spare weapons of a macrosites. Actually, is a Technomancer. Necron unit is Geomancer equals no tactical rock. Yeah, that's weird. He should have the most rocks. So sad. I can give him some rocks when we've finished painting him. Oh yeah, Illuminate to Ceres, I forgot about him. He's trying to pioneer the whole sticking Necrons into people's suits. Yeah, with the Silent King. And you've got one other Necron though. What about the new guy from the 500 Worlds campaign? The guy who's basically like the original Destroyer or something? Or rumoured to be, anyway. Okay. Where are the Xenos? Here they are. We technically have 6 out of 7 Mancer models. It would be nice to get a Pyro plus Mancer if that's not part of the weird stuff. Okay, all of these can go in for bit spots. And I got my scarabs. Oh, look at them. He's trying to... You know, Destroyer is a cult in Necron society, believing in absolute annihilation of all life. Kind of, but I think it's also a virus, or like a curse, from what I've seen about it. Okay, gotta just carefully cut these things off first. Oh, that wasn't very careful. There we go. We're just gonna put little scarabs on our dudes. Little scarabs. Then we look at the underside and we clip this. Oops, that's the wrong way. No wonder it didn't want to do what I wanted. Just be careful I don't get it in my eye. There we go. There we go. Leia is a virus. When I was reading about the 500 Worlds campaign thing, though, it was talking about the Destroyer virus. Or something like that. I know the Flayers are also a virus. I know the Destroyers became a cult. Discord is in the description. Yeet. No, the Discord command doesn't work. I should really fix that. I should try to figure out how to get that working. Well, Yeet. Go into the description. I can just go into the description myself and find it. Down, 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 past all the commands. There we go. Control C. Discord. Yeah. Hopefully that link works. Okay, got super glue because these are little resin bits. Yeah, my Necrons are all meant to be like, what's it called? Canoptek
Discord
Necrons.
command doesn't work. We call this an absolute skill issue.
Yeah, I'll figure out how to make a Discord command. Actually, it should be relatively easy. It'll just be a little bit of work to do so. I should also be able to... I should make another thing like visit me at Blue Sky. Donate at Ko-Fi. Once again, it wants to stick to me and not to thing. Yeah, little scarab friends. Oh, so adorable. He just fell off the base. No, he's stuck there. He's stuck on one leg. The other legs don't want to stick. Oh. There we go. Just hold this here. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, and he clicked all of the good things. Nice. There we go. Look at that. He's got 3 little scorpions, 3 little scarabs, and we should give him a bunch of scarabs. But yeah, if you couldn't tell from looking at the new recruit thing, my faction is led by Edaptak, the scarab lady who's using Imhotep for Stormlord rules. And she likes scarabs. Not a little too much. Just the normal amount. And the normal amount is a hell of a lot. She's got like 3 bases of scarab swarms just on her model. And the thing is she's now like the leader of one of the minor dynasties. She wasn't meant to be, but she was like in the 20th or something in line for the throne. But during the Great Sleep, basically lots and lots of stuff happened. Most of the dynasty got destroyed. And now she's like the one who's left to lead it. Or to lead what little is left. She's a relatively nice person, as far as Necrons go. Oh, notifications. Anything important? No, nothing too important. It's fine. It's good. She is a Cryptek lady? No, Canoptek lady. Yeah, she's Canoptek. Well, actually, no, she is a Cryptek. But she is one of those rare Necrons that kind of view life as a bit sacred. So she's happy to save people from tyrannids and join forces with others. She probably wouldn't have been that bad if her entire dynasty basically didn't die while she was asleep. But since she basically lost everything, she's basically reevaluated her view on life. And others. If her dynasty was still around, she'd probably be just as bad as any other Necron, mind you. But losing everything, you know, it affects people. Most of some of my Necrons are appointed for a commission. Ooh, it's the channel for list building advice. I'm a coach for a lot of games and I'd love to help out. We don't have a channel for list building advice. We basically just use a Warhammer channel for everything. That's Warhammer related. We could put that stuff there. Oh no! Oh no! Hey, my channel has just become much more like Warhammer focused. There we go. Yeah, this is not the best support for a model. There we go. Let's get some bits clipped off this. Just have to be careful of these legs are fragile. Yeah, I just broke the legs then. Yeah, I'm sure a scarab will be fine if it's climbing the blades of a tremorglaive. What's this? And then like a little scarab on the floor. Like over here. You love scarabs. Scarabs! Amazing. There we go. Oh, yeah. Because I had like 120 scarabs and I've stuck them all over my other models. My warriors. I mean, the main thing is like sticking them onto the non-Canoptek models because it helps cement them.
The real goated idea would have been to get that Xana2 character from Heresy and make him into a her and make it Necron.
Real goated idea would be to get that Xana2 character from Heresy. Make him into a her, make it a Necron. Which one's a Xana2 character? Oh, is that for like the Admech Dark thing? The Dark Mechanicum guy? Is that the one you're talking about? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, some of them will only be allowed one scarab. I don't necessarily know if I can fit many scarabs on them, to be honest. Yes, the Son of Van Tyrant, whatever his name is. Oh, that dude, like big old wrestling model. That would be cool. I was searching up like female characters, Necron models. And yeah, don't do that. Doing like Etsy and stuff. And like most things, as soon as you're trying to get a female one, it's just... There we go. Yep. And Anakaris Scoraya, your beloved. There we go. Well, one thing that worries me about Dino the 500 Worlds campaign is I know it's mostly against Necrons, but the other major faction that would be involved would be the Death Guard. Also the Tau, though. It's like, if we do get, like, more models for other factions with a 500 Worlds campaign. But one thing about it being Death Guard is that we already have so much Death Guard stuff. Like, out of all the Chaos ones, Death Guard are by far the, like, most attention given to them. It's like, for other Chaos guys, definitely need more attention. Death Guard need knocking down a peg. I tried looking for Tau female models and the results are very questionable. Yeah, and like female guardsman models too. I think a lot of the results are just generally questionable, to be honest. There we go.
We all know why the female Necron models are the way that they are. Big mummy energy.
Yeah, also trying to look for like female tech priest models. A very few are kind of fine, but a lot of them really aren't. And even the ones that are kind of fine are still like... Eh? I mean, to be fair, though, some of that is on GW's side themselves. Like, the design for some of the female tech priests, Scaefola is fine, but then you've got other ones where they've just got this weird boob armor, and it's like, yeah, that's a bit more questionable. It's like, for people who hate organic stuff so much, it's a bit of a weird design statement. GW pushed Death Guard because they thought the fan base related more to them. I mean, I think Death Guard are one of the more popular ones. But I think that's partly because Death Guard became I think it was like... Even go back to like 5th edition, before Death Guard were even, do you know, their own faction. And they were kind of, you know, already really strong. Then when Death Guard first came out, to think they're like super strong. It's because they're so hard to kill. And that just makes them like instantly just a very good army to play. Then they came with Dark Imperium. And they got a bunch of new stuff and a range refresh. And instantly just became the strongest one. I think it's generally a bit easier to have more fun with like making new Death Guard units. Like your typical whatever, something over. What am I trying to think of a word? Your typical, like, you know, world eaters. They're kind of just very weird when you look at them. Well, some tech priests hide all their arguments. It's purely a personal choice. Yeet. I'm reading Archmages, and the character at the beginning of that doesn't like arguments. Oh, in Tyranids, I have Salamanders, Necrons, Town, Imperial Knights. Ooh, I have 40,000 points of Black Templar. I'm building towards it. 4,000 points of Tyranids. Then like 1,000 points of Eldar. Necrons. Loads of Chaos Space Marines. We're going to get some World Eaters with a Combat Patrol. Bunch of Guardsmen. Which I'm making as my Templar serfs. And... oh, Arcs. Arcs. Obviously Arcs. And we're going to get some Gene Stealer Cults as well with Combat Patrol. And we got some Photon as well. Yeet. Some tech priests you wouldn't really be able to distinguish them from a normal 40k human when their face opens up like a hood, and then you know. Yee. There we go. Oh. And then these three can have one Scarab each. I'm planning on getting Guard of fun. We have the Death Guard. There. And by guard I mean Astra Militarum. I still call them guardsmen. Oh no! The Scarab fell. Found it. Death Guard population might also relate to people seemingly liking Nurgle more than other Chaos Gods. Potentially. Oh, darn it, I dropped it again. Ooh, food on the floor. Nom nom nom. Eldar. Yeah, but Nurgle has always been a kind of like semi meta thing to go with.
Astromelia, what? You're in the good now, son.
You're the god now, son. Yeah. For Astra... Not for Astra at the time. I think the Nurgle upgrades have always been a bit more, like, taken. Not always because they're meta, but because they're, like, very simplistic. It's like, this thing makes you tougher and harder to kill. People want that. This thing makes you able to regen. People like that. And it's an army that allows you to make mistakes. And I think inevitably that becomes more beloved. Or it becomes something people go to. I also think it's just a mistake of, you know, the creators and designers. And I say mistake. Just generally finding it easier to make Death Guard stuff. Or not just Death Guard, Nurgle stuff in general. Because there's a lot you can do with plague and contamination and infections. And it's a very fun to make unique models and quite easy. But then when you come to Khorne, it's just like they kind of all just look the same. It's harder to make something that's unique when it's just, this guy's angry. This guy's even angrier. And this guy, guess what? He's angrier still. And it's ultimately just all a play on the exact same sorts of stuff. Every single time. Which, I mean, you kind of get with other ones, but... It's like, this guy, he used to be a doctor. This guy used to be a noble or priest who was, like, purging stuff. This person sacrificed everything just to save their daughter. But Nurgle took her too. Oh, but by that point he was too far gone. And you can make them, I think that's just a thing. It's like he got from Maggot Lord, like this guy, he's just a maggot. This guy loves flies. This guy is... You can just get a lot more going on with it, I guess. And with all the mutations and everything else, I do wonder if it's just Games Workshop purposely trying to make them more popular and better so they can design just more of those models. How many Necrons did we make? 8! And now we've got to get the... Where are they? We've got to get my magnets. And we've got to stick some magnets on the bases. Just let me make sure the magnets are facing the correct way.
Look how she praises the grandfather. As expected of the stinkiest prophetess.
No, I'm not the stinkiest prophetess. I feel like Slaanesh, though, they could easily do just as much with. And Tzeentch. And I question why they don't with them. Oh, darn it. How many are left to make? None! We've just been sticking scarabs to them. Because they're part of a Scarab Lady's army. And now we're putting magnets on them, so I can eventually just put them away in the... on a magnetic tray. Yeah. Magnets! They're pretty big models. We're like, this is the smallest guy. Look how big he is compared to a normal human. She built the whole... That's not a first. I've done often built the whole box in a single stream. Oh. Yeah. And this is next to like the Terminators. Oh. And this is a Geomancer. Oh. He's such a flimsy looking dude. Oh gosh. By the way, my phone has the YouTube UI update and they swapped my wrench for a shield. Sadness. Oh no, there's a YouTube UI update. But what about the wrench of bonking? The wrench of bonking! There we go. It happened to me. It will soon happen to you too. I hope not. There we go. Magnets! It's like, do you know that guy who says nano machine, son? But it's magnets, son. I can't believe people thought that game was kind of bad when it first came out. It's great. It's so quotable. And it's got a robo doggy in it. It's like, what isn't there to love? Robo doggy, lots of quotes, nano machines, cool sword mechanics. They don't make enough Coca-Cola for this. No, we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about the YouTube UI updates. It will never come. It will never come. Wait, wrong one. There we go. I feel like these guys will need 2 magnets on the bases because they're just so big. But it's going to be very difficult connecting 2 magnets to the base because of how small the base is. Okay, what's the correct way? I just dropped so I couldn't tell what way it was. Okay, this magnet's trying to zoom away. On it. Okay, I'm putting them like on the sides so that the super glue will evaporate instead of just, what's it called, making rings on my desk, on my Mac. And then lifting up and getting a face full of super glue.
YouTube UI updates are not real and cannot hurt you. Meanwhile, the UI updates are watching you through the window like a slasher villain.
The YouTube updates aren't real. They can't get me. There's no such thing as slasher villains. There we go. Okay, I need some more magnets. I need some more magnets. That was amazing. Attached to the side. Okay, and then what we do, I just want to flip it over. There we go. So magnets that we didn't use are at the top now. Oh gosh, trying to like select a single magnet. Select it. Pick up a single magnet. It's not a computer. Oh my gosh, it's me trying to... Oh, no! That's the issue. They stick together sometimes. Back when I was trying to do, you know, reading Right Dwarf magazine, and then I tried zooming in on a picture, and it's a real life magazine. It's like, no! No! I'm not that zoomer brained. Literally zoomer. Oh gosh, darn it. No, don't fall that way. Reading, you do that? Yeah, I was looking at the pretty pictures. That's reading, isn't it? Best form of reading. Pretty pictures. Doubtful ahead is 2 Templar piled with that. No! know how to read. I was reading. I know how to write. Been reading Archmagos. I've only got to the first chapter. Every night I keep thinking I should probably read it, except when I'm just like too exhausted. I'm like, okay, maybe tomorrow night. Oh my goodness. Where did that go? If you didn't notice, the magnets decided to split off, hit one another, and then went flying somewhere, and I heard it bounce off the microphone. Oh, hit the microphone. Over on the microphone. There we go. See, that's the annoying thing here. If it just went flying, went boom. Travelled a good. Sorry if you heard a massively loud noise then. That's just magnets deciding to fly off and whack into your ears. Oh, darn it, they fell to the floor. They fell to the floor. I knew this was going too well and too easily. Okay, where's a big old metal thing? This thing's metal.
The magnet will replace the vtuber.
The magnets will replace the vtuber. No! No! You can't replace me with magnet. Oh my gosh, my computer's dusty. Okay, it didn't stick to the computer, did it? Yeah, that's how plastic, it wouldn't stick to that. I'm just going around with a piece of metal, just slowly going over my thick fluffy carpet looking for the magnets. I need a bigger piece of metal. Okay, I'm just going to steal the magnets. Magnet! Magnet! They landed like right next to me. Where could they be? They couldn't have travelled far. Okay, I'm just gonna have to look for them after the stream then. I'll just use some other magnets. Wait, the magnets didn't clip to this, did they? Nope. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna try this again. Much more attractive personality. Oh no, that's mean! Not more attractive person, because I'm the most attractive. Actually, no, I'm like the worst personality. Addictive person who doesn't know how to communicate with people. Unless it's just showing the memes on my phone. That's how I talk to people. I'm like, hey, here's some funny images that you won't understand. Oh gosh, my throat hurts. I need a drink. Look, this meme says 6'7". Apparently it's funny. I don't know why. Don't ask.
Attractive personality, if Chatterer flies.
No! I'm not that bad. Okay. Relatively harmlessly. Stuck the rest of the magnets on. It's going well. Oh no, one of the magnets fell off. It's going badly. Okay. I just want all the magnets facing the same direction. For reasons that make sense only to me. There we go. Good, good. Keep the metal away from the magnets while it's drying. But there we go. Thank you for coming to the stream, Takers. I think that's it. Just don't get attracted to one another. They're your brothers. And we made lots of little cute Necrons. And big old scarp of these things. I wouldn't be surprised if in future rules they got like better stats. Because they are a bit, you know, for the size of them, they do feel a bit meh. No, don't dodge. Oh no, I didn't dodge in time. I didn't dodge in time. I don't have that much movement, to be entirely honest. I'm a very rigid person. Well, thank you everyone for coming to the stream today. Big old hearts to you. Oh yeah, and for those I didn't see before, look at my little goblins. My rocker goblins. They're walking away. Oh yeah. Wait, where's this? Drums. He's on drums. And the guy who I redid his, I made the green finger on him because his finger had broken off in transit. Bee gloves be up on you. No bee gloves. Big love hearts to you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Remember to work hard but play harder. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already because it helps me out. And take care of yourselves. Be kind to others and vice versa. Thanks to the head pats. And remember to eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat the cupcake because a friend's not food. And also, should we raid someone? Like, who's live right now according to my YouTube? No one I can raid. Never mind. I'll just go. Bye. Wee. Ah. Oh gosh, my throat hurts. Love you all.